Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the United States Marine Corps, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for attending today's press conference. The Marine Corps recognizes the importance of community. Marine Week Nashville would never be possible without the unconditional support from the local community. We want to thank everyone who has had a helping hand in us plan, coordinate, and ultimately execute Marine Week. Our first speaker today has been nothing but supportive of our organization, and her influence will be instrumental in connecting the Marine Corps with the people of Nashville. She gained an early appreciation in life for the Marine Corps. As her father Ken served in the Marine Corps from 1961 to 1965, Ken taught her the meaning of hard work and instilled in her the importance of integrity and dependability, character traits she continues to embody today as mayor of Nashville. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming to the podium Mayor Megan Barry.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Henderson, and I'm honored to be here today with General Castelvi and Colonel Saline. It's an honor to be here, and it's also an honor to be here because of my father. As mentioned, my father was in the Marine Corps, and he did teach me very early that the principles that define Marines, honor and courage and commitment, are so critical to wherever you are in life. I know that the Marine Corps builds honorable citizens who are trained to fight in defense of our freedom. And with the instability all around our world, the Marine Corps remains forward deployed and ready to respond to crises. And our state has always played a tremendous role in that. The service and the sacrifices that Tennesseans have made have been woven into the tapestry of the Marine Corps. Marines from Tennessee who have been awarded the Medal of Honor include Elbert Kinzer for his service in World War II, and Walter Singleton for his service in Vietnam. And there's even a Marine base in Okinawa that's named for Sergeant Kenner, who made the ultimate sacrifice when he threw himself on a grenade to protect his fellow Marines at the Battle of Okinawa. In fact, my father was in Okinawa in July and August of 1964, right before the Gulf of Tonkin, when he went back to Iwakuni, where his squadron was stationed right before to sit on the runway before going to Vietnam. So when Marines are at home, their community support is essential to their service. They work hard to make our cities and our towns stronger. And in Nashville, we are gonna see a whole lot more Marines than usual. And we look forward to hosting so many Marines who have committed to sacrifice, to service, and to community. And I am so proud to be the mayor of this great city as we anticipate Marine Week. We host a lot of great big conventions in Nashville, but very rarely will we see as many heroes in our midst as we will see from September 7th to September 11th. So thank you to all of the Marines who are here behind me, who keep us safe and who we get to welcome as we bring Marine Week to Nashville. On behalf of our city, we are so excited to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Barry. We know Mayor Barry has to depart shortly to attend the funeral of Jane Eskind. We again thank you for taking your time to be here today. Our next speaker is Brigadier General Robert Castelvi, the Deputy Commanding General of 2 Marine Expeditionary Force and the Commander of 2nd Marine Expeditionary Brigade.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to be here in Nashville. Thank you all for being here this morning. On behalf of the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General Robert Neller, I am so thrilled to announce that for this year's Marine Week, the Marines are coming to Nashville. 7 to 11 September, and this year's event's going to be the 7th anniversary of Marine Week. And let me start by thanking Mayor Barry and the City of Nashville for their generous support. There's a great deal of planning and coordination that goes into executing Marine Week, and many people within this city have worked so tirelessly to support us during our time here. And it's going to be their dedication and effort from start to finish that's going to ensure a successful event. For the Marine Corps, holding Marine Week in Nashville allows us to further strengthen the positive relationship between Marines and the people of Tennessee. You know, we created Marine Week to connect with diverse communities throughout the country and show our appreciation for their unwavering support, while giving us an opportunity to demonstrate why the Marine Corps is America's expeditionary force in readiness. Since Marine Week was first launched in 2009 in Chicago, we've taken the event to Boston, to St. Louis, to Cleveland, to Seattle, to Phoenix. And the theme of Marine Week celebrates the ideas of community, country, and Corps. And during our time here, we hope to share our history, our heritage, and our traditions of the Marine Corps with the people of Nashville. And, you know, in the Marine Corps service, you know, it's not an empty phrase. And it is on display in the actions of our men and women in uniform that serve around the world each and every day, in every climate and place. And over my 32-year career, I've had the distinct privilege to stand shoulder to shoulder with our nation's best and witness their selfless service firsthand. From my experience, I can tell you that Marines are truly the best warriors and citizens our nation has to offer. They're professionals. They're mentally tough, physically hard, resilient warriors, spiritually grounded in our core values of honor, courage, and commitment, devoted to winning our nation's battles. So we welcome people from throughout the city, throughout the county, throughout the state, and across the country that want to come visit us here during Marine Week. We want the people to get to know their Corps of Marines. Come shake the hands of individual Marines. Ask them what it is they do and why they do it. We invite you to bring your families, your friends to the parades. We've got static displays. We've got a Marine Air Ground Task Force demonstration that we'll show you. We've got live performances of the Marine Band, silent drill platoon. We invite you to observe our hand-to-hand martial arts demonstrations and military working dog demos. And everyone's going to get a chance to participate in our Marine physical fitness training. But most importantly, we invite you to see what makes Marines special and unique, and why Marines are the first to answer our nation's call. So we look forward to working with Mayor Berry and her staff and all the dedicated professionals here in Nashville in the weeks ahead. We are so looking forward to Marine Week Nashville. And I just know, we're gonna leave everyone with a lasting impression of why your Marine Corps is the nation's 911 force. Thank you, and Semper Fidelis.
Thank you, General Castelvi. Our next speaker is Colonel Sean Saline, the officer in charge of Special Purpose Marine Air Ground Task Force Nashville, and the commanding officer of Marine Aircraft Group 29 at Marine Corps Air Station New River, North Carolina.
Good morning. Thank you for everyone for being here this morning, and thank you for the mayor's team for the hospitality and cooperation that she has shown us thus far in our planning. As General Castelvi had said, we're excited to be here. We're excited to come and show the people of Nashville who we are and what we do as America's 911 force. So a bit about who we are. We're a representation of our country. Our Marines come from every corner of our great land. They come from every socioeconomic background, from rural areas, from mid-America to the big cities. And they come out of every corner to join our team, to go through our rites of passage and earn the coveted Eagle Globe and Anchor. They come from many diverse places. It's rather like what's on the back of a quarter. E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. During the course of the past 15 years, it's been a time of war, deployments, hardship, and sometimes sorrow. But we have been continually blessed to have that strand of young folks who are willing to step up and come forward and join the colors and serve their nation in a time of war. To be blessed to be part of something greater than themselves. And for that, we are eternally grateful that our country still produces patriots. And we Marines who are a little older now, perhaps a little more gray in our hair, recognize the great responsibility that comes with leading those young people. When most of us wake up in the morning, it's the first thing on our mind. It's our responsibility to the sons and daughters of this nation to think of them that we serve as their leaders. We recognize that we are stewards, if only for a little while, of that which our families hold most dear. We owe them good leadership. We owe it to train them well and safely, and we owe it to our country to return to them back to their communities better citizens than when they came, much like the mayor said. More disciplined, more focused, and with an appreciation of service before self. Now, a bit on what we do. There are many ways to serve one's country, and there are many paths for a patriot to walk. On our path, we do readiness. Readiness to respond to our nation's call, be that for humanitarian assistance like we've done in Haiti, to a crisis as we are doing now around the globe, or to repel aggression like we did in Korea. To do that, we have Marines at sea every day of the year with our Navy partners forward deploy. We also have Marines forward deployed on land, strategically positioned to protect our nation's interests and rapidly respond to changing threats. We back those folks up with people we train at home, that we train them day in, day out, so that we go forward, we're better able to win our nation's battles. We think that coming to Marine Week Nashville will give the people in Davidson County and all the surrounding areas an opportunity to get up close and personal, see the equipment that we're using, some of the new things that are coming online, and most importantly, a chance to connect with their Marines. It's also a chance to see how we do business. As General Castelvi had said, we will do a Marine Air Ground Task Force demonstration, where we put together the land elements, the air elements, and the waterborne elements here in the Cumberland River to put them together in one package. That will feature helicopters, our V-22 tilt rotors, amphibious vehicles, and above all, our people working together for one objective. So in closing, I'd like to thank the people of Nashville. That's everybody from the mayor's office to the people that we see on Broadway to the hotel staff and everyone in between. It has been nothing but a positive reception thus far. And what that does, it helps us reaffirm our oaths, the oaths that every one of us up here have made to support and defend our Constitution and defend our way of life. Perhaps the words of Brigadier General Francis Nash, hero of the Revolutionary War and namesake for your city, perhaps sum this up best. From the first dawn of the Revolution, I have ever been on the side of liberty and my country. For the people of Nashville, we make that easy to be on the side of liberty and our country. I think I'll be followed next by a singer whose lyrics in his song also speak to that spirit that we see here. Lyrics that speak to the character of our American people, people who live in our big old land with countless dreams. And like that song, many of us Marines were born by God's dear grace in this extraordinary place where the stars and stripes and the eagles fly. So for the people of Nashville, your Marines are coming, and we can't wait to see you. But until we come back, we wish you fair winds and following seas. May God bless you. May God bless your families. May God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Celine. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce a longtime supporter and friend of the military, singing his hit song for the Stars and Stripes and the Eagle Fly, country music star Aaron Tippin.
Well, if you ask me where I come from, here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace, and an extra on every plane, for the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. It's a big old land with countless dreams. Happiness ain't out of reach. Our dreams of which should Seen enough to know you got it good. With the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe. There's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. I pledge allegiance to this flag. If that bothers you, well, that's too bad. You got pride and you're proud you do. Hey, we could use some more like me and you. For the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe. There's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. No, it ain't the only place on earth. It's the only place that I prefer. Love my wife and raise my kids in the same way that my daddy did. With the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies.
Thank you, Aaron. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's press conference. We want to thank everyone for attending. As a reminder, if you're interested in interviewing any of the Marines, please see me so I can facilitate your request. Thank you again.